Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Fate Extra. Now this video is going to end off on a weird moment. It's going to end off right at the beginning of the battle with Julia's servant. The reason it being is because I didn't really want to record commentary for this episode, well, commentary for 40 minutes worth of footage. So that's why it ends off there. Anyway, you can see there I grinded up to level 34. I would have been fine if I stayed at level 33, but I grinded at level 34 because I could. Well, that's what we could do. Why did I say that? Anyway. I don't think now Summon Night will come out the same day as this episode, so there shouldn't be. So I shouldn't have to. Well, I guess I'll explain it here in case some of you don't watch my Summon Night videos. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to upload things way in advance. Summon Night and Super Robot Wars I've recorded in advance, but gameplay wise, commentary wise, I still need to do the commentary for those videos. I'm fine going ahead gameplay wise, but actually commentating over a video and then uploading it, it's been not a hassle, but it's kind of difficult to do that. It's kind of difficult to do the same day you record those kind of videos. Anyway. Thanks, Rin. Oh yeah, Rin's fine. As I said, yes. I guess yesterday is correct, technically. Just to people watching this in the future, it would be just a few minutes ago, I suppose, if they're watching the playlist one by one. Who knows? Yeah. In other news, my copy of Super Robot Wars BX had come in today, so that's good for me. I'm sure not a lot of you care about that series, but I care about that series a lot. So if I'm gonna mention it a lot in my videos, so I'm sorry if it becomes too annoying to some of you, but that's just me. Anyway, before my package arrives, I want to record an episode of Summon Night and an episode of Super Robot Wars, so I have some things uploaded in advance. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be playing Super Robot Wars BX the entire time. So I kind of want to get this stuff recorded before I actually get the game. Although supposedly it's already out for delivery, and that was at 5 a.m. But it's in another town from me, so usually they drop it off in a town closer to me and then have it out for delivery. So it should come out later than, well, it should arrive at my door later than usual, I hope. Anyway, we need to do an alteration. Land of Eternal Bane. I forget what that does actually. Oh, I think it does something completely wrong. Its item description is wrong completely. Let me look it up on Cernopoly. Like I said, go to that blog if you have trouble. It's a great blog. Well, it's a great. It has a great, like the best guide around for Fate Extra. Whether or not its content as a blog is good, I don't know. I'd say it's alright. Anyway, let me see here. Caster. Let's see, Land of Eternal Bane. Yeah, this will only work if our HP is below 30%. So it will inflict damage and poison the enemy when our HP is below 30%. So the description for it is wrong. Kind of think about it. I probably should have used it in that battle with Julius. Now that I think about it, to see how much damage it would do. But I don't. So the description is wrong. It's below 30, not above 30. Anyway, I believe we have to return the item to Taiga, the lobster, and she'll give us a tea service. I don't know. I think it's just like a tea kit. With like a kettle, teacups, I guess. I'm not too big on this whole tea thing. Sob. I was gonna say something about my character should be a little bit more tougher than that, but as much as I want to put myself in his shoes, he is a different character. Something different than me. Anyway, you can ask I was gonna call her Tosika for a second. I've written some questions here. Tosika is her name though. Tosika. Anyway, I don't know why. Sort of just popped into my head for some reason. I've been calling her Rin. I think since we've met her. I think I've only called her Tosika, or was trying to call her Tosika once before. But either way, that doesn't really matter. Anyway, Rin's giving us some information to the questions we have. What I kind of find a bit weird is that when you say you don't have any questions anymore after you've talked to them, like after you ask all the questions you could, the game kind of acts like you never asked them a single question in the first place, which I find kind of odd. It's not really that big of a deal, but that's just how it happens. Ah, yes, this is what I was talking about in the last episode. She talked to us about the current state of the world in this game. So let's see here what exactly happens. All right. So there was a global catastrophe that helped stabilize the population. It looks like, and so. Yeah, it is easier to maintain than change, but change is necessary for progress. Although, I don't believe that the end justifies the means, so to speak. You know, I've been thinking about, there's in a lot of these sort of game stories, whatever, there's a lot of situations when the main character is put into a predicament of, like, whether or not he should save a specific group of people, or whether he should try to save a specific group of people, or should he try to save everyone. And oftentimes, he's called naive for wanting to save, or he or she's called naive for wanting to save everybody, and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't, well, I'm sorry, but as you know, I'm not that great at explaining things, and I'm thinking about that. And I don't think anybody's naive for wanting to try to save everybody. It's a goal that if you want to go for. Caster just went through me. More often than not, you'll be put in situations where you simply cannot save everybody, but trying to save everybody is different than never, trying at all. I'm sure I could have explained that a little bit better, but I would need more time to gather my thoughts and try to explain that. And either way, it's something for you guys to think about. Be quiet for the rest of this scene, just for the sake of atmosphere and all that. Alright. That scene's over and done with. If I'm quiet suddenly during a scene, that's either because I'm being interrupted or because, for the sake of keeping the atmosphere of the scene, I suppose, I'm gonna stay quiet. Sometimes I'll do that. Not always, but I'll do that sometimes. What else should I mention? There was something else I wanted. Oh, yeah. I should mention that the servants in this tournament, like, they may have the memories of their, like, originals' lives, but they're not the original. Because, the same servant can exist. Well, there could be multiples of the same servant, but they'll change a little bit depending on their master. Because Caster in Fate Extra CCC, Caster has another, or Tamamo, I forget her name again. But anyway, I'll just call her Caster. Caster has another master in that game. But you can also pick Caster to be your servant in that game. So there can be two Tamamos or two Casters in the same tournament, I suppose. But I don't think Fate Extra CC actually has to do anything with the tournament. I believe it's like its own like weird thing. But that's something interesting to think about. From what I read up on that, the two casters don't like each other. Although what is odd is that like this caster has her memories with her previous master. So it seems kind of weird that way. So if like those two servants were to just disappear and then reappear in another war or something, would they have the memories of both of those casters? Or only one of them? Or would they only have the memories of the one that won that specific war, or was placed higher in that specific war or battle, whatever? So that's what I was kind of thinking about when I read that. And I may have been wrong on, some of that stuff, but that's what I read up on. It may have been TV Tropes, actually. If not, the site had a similar interface. Anyway, we find out who Julia's servant is here. I usually am quiet during the elevator ride down, but there really is no point into me talking into me doing that. Oh. This scene only happens when caster takes a certain amount of damage.
けどご主人様に悪気はないわけですし、ここはぐーっと我慢してよくできた女として黙ってます。でも怒ってるのは本当ですからね。これ以上ダメージを受けるようなら、それはご主人様がそういう思考なんだって決めつけますから、気をつけてくださいまし。
That scene was pretty humorous. Supposedly, if she takes even more damage from that, the next scene is even more humorous. So, oh boy. And she actually gives you something there too, so it's gonna be fun, I suppose. I mean, I won't try to get that scene, but well, considering the grinding, actually I don't actually take any more damage when I do grind, so it might be tough for me to actually get that scene. But oh well. I did take. I may or may not get that scene. Well, we'll find out eventually. The video actually was originally supposed to end here, so the elevator ride and the battle could be in one video, but that wasn't a decent video length for me, so I decided to add this little extra part here, just so the video could have a little bit of extra length. I suppose for the sake of keeping the Colosseum, well, it's tradition at this point, so I'm going to be quiet for the rest of the video, I suppose, because there's no reason for me to speak, because it's only the elevator ride down and dialogue at the beginning of the battle. So the next time we meet, we'll be in the Death Star, fighting Julius and his servant. See you guys again next time.
愉快愉快。
マスター、ご命令を。
さて、どこを壊していいものやら。
同じ素手でもこっちは呪術。捨て頃なんかに負けられません。
そういうな化け狐。年寄りに槍は応えるのよ。
口の減らぬサーバントだ。仕留めろアサシン。